Mark, imagine you're at a party and someone asks you to do something you really don't want to. What do you say?
Oh, easy. I'd say, would you mind asking someone else?
Wow, that's so polite. You're really mastering the wood magic. No.
Would you mind letting me sit here with my coffee in peace?
I think you've got the wood down perfectly. You're not forcing anything, just gently avoiding responsibility.
Exactly. Partyscaping. It's like a ninja move for social situations.
Ninja would move.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Speaking English Daily Dose. I'm Sarah and I'm so glad you're here today. This is the place where we focus on real-life, practical English that you can actually use in your daily conversations.
Hi everyone, I'm Mark. Whether you're listening from home, work, or on the go, we're so happy to have you join us. Our goal is to help you improve your English by speaking like real people, not just following grammar rules.
Exactly. So today we're going to have a fun chat about one of the most common yet tricky words in English, would. It's a small word, but it shows up everywhere, and a lot of learners aren't sure when or how to use it. Don't worry though, by the end of this episode, you'll feel confident using would in your conversations.
Absolutely. We'll give you tons of examples, real-life situations, and fun little stories to make learning would easy.
Before we get started, don't forget to like this episode, share it with your friends, and make sure to subscribe to Speaking English Daily Dose so you never miss out on more great lessons. So, Mark, how was your weekend? Did you get up to anything exciting?
Well, actually, I had a pretty relaxing weekend. You know, one of those weekends where you just stay in your pajamas all day. I didn't do much, just stayed home, ordered some food, and caught up on a few movies. It's nice to have a quiet weekend every now and then, right?
Oh, I hear you. That sounds like exactly what I needed. My weekend was pretty chill too. I spent most of it at the park with my dog. The weather was perfect for a walk, sunny but not too hot, the kind of weather where you're just like, okay, I'm going to enjoy every second of this.
I love that. It's so important to get outside, especially when the weather's nice. I've been trying to spend more time outdoors recently because, you know, I can be a bit of a homebody sometimes. It's been like that here too, kind of in between, not too hot, not too cold. It's like the weather can't make up its mind, but I'm definitely not complaining.
Oh, I totally get that. It's like the weather knows exactly how to make you feel good without overdoing it. You get that perfect temperature, and it's like everything in the world just feels a little easier. You know, you just want to go outside and enjoy the day. It kind of reminds me of today's topic.
Oh, really? How's that? Are we talking about your secret love for hiking now?
No hiking today, but it does have something to do with making plans for things we might do, like going outside for walks, watching movies, or just relaxing in the park. There's this word we often use when we talk about things we imagine or things we want to do in the future. You know, things that aren't quite happening yet, but we're thinking about them.
Oh, I see where this is going. You mean would, right?
Exactly. Would is a super interesting word in English, and it's everywhere. But the tricky part is that sometimes people get confused about when and how to use it. It's like one of those words that's so common, but when it comes to using it in conversation, it can feel a little bit tricky.
Definitely. It can be a bit like when you want to make a suggestion or a request, and would gives you that polite, soft feeling, like would you like to go for a walk, instead of just do you want to go for a walk? You see, it's a little bit gentler, right?
Right. And don't even get me started on would in dreams and wishes. If I had more time, I would travel the world. It's like a nice, soft way of talking about things you're imagining.
Ooh, now that's the good stuff. You're dreaming a little, aren't you? And I love how it can also help you look back at things too, like when you thought something would happen, but it didn't. I thought it would be easy, but then life had other plans.
Yeah, I thought it would be easy is practically my life motto. So, see, we're already talking about would without even realizing it. Let's jump into it and break it down more. Let's make it all super simple and fun so everyone can use would with ease. Okay, Mark, let's start with something simple. Imagine you're asking someone to do something for you, like open a window. You might say, "Can you open the window?" But, that's a little direct, don't you think?
Oh, definitely. It kind of sounds like a command, right? Like, hey, do this now. It's a little too straight to the point. But when we want to be a bit more polite, we can use would. For example, instead of can you open the window, we can say, would you mind opening the window? Doesn't that sound nicer?
Yes, exactly. Would you mind gives it that softer, more polite feeling. It's like we're asking, not demanding. It gives the other person the space to say yes or no. It's way gentler.
Right. And you can use would in so many situations like this. It's the perfect way to sound friendly and respectful without sounding bossy. But it's not just for asking things, it's also perfect when you want to offer help. For example, if someone looks like they need assistance, you can say, I would help you with that.
Oh, I love that. When you say I would help, it's like you're offering help but not forcing it. It's like I want to help, but I'll give you the choice to accept it. It makes the offer feel thoughtful and open, right?
Exactly. It's like you're showing kindness, but also being considerate of the other person's feelings or needs. It doesn't make the other person feel like they have to take you up on the offer, but it gives them a nice open invitation.
Absolutely. And speaking of offering things, it's also really great for invitations. Imagine your friend invites you to a party. Instead of saying, "Do you want to come to the party?" you can say, "Would you like to come to the party?"
Ah, yes. Would like makes it sound so much more welcoming, don't you think? It's like, hey, I'm inviting you, but it's totally up to you. It's more about giving the other person the freedom to choose without any pressure.
Exactly. It's much warmer and more polite than just the regular, "Do you want to come?" It's almost like you're being extra thoughtful about their decision. It's the magic of would.
Totally. What is also fantastic when we talk about preferences? Like, instead of saying, I want to stay home tonight, you could say, I would rather stay home tonight.
Oh, that's a good one. It sounds personal, but still polite. It's not as pushy as saying, "I want," and it gives the other person the space to share their own preferences too. So it's not just about you, it's more of a soft expression of your own feelings.
Right. It's like you're sharing your thoughts, but you're still being considerate about how the other person might feel or what they might prefer. And that's the beauty of wood. It's polite, soft, and gives space for others.
Exactly. It's a perfect word when you want to be a little more thoughtful and respectful in your conversations. And would doesn't just work for now, it's great for talking about imaginary situations too, like when you're dreaming or imagining a scenario that's not real right now.
Oh, this is where wood gets really interesting. Imagine you say, if I had more time, I would travel the world. You're talking about something that could happen if you had the right circumstances, but right now, it's just an idea in your head.
Yes, and that's one of the best uses of would. It helps us talk about things we wish could happen, but they're not happening right now. Like, if I had $1 million, I would buy a house by the beach.
Ah, that sounds nice. You're not saying it's happening now, but you're imagining what you would do if you had all the money in the world. That's the power of wood. It's about possibilities, not about what's real right now.
Exactly. And that's why would feels so polite and soft. It's about imagining things, not about making guarantees or promises. It's about opening up a space for possibilities, dreams, and wishes.
Right. It's the perfect word for expressing your hopes, like, I would love to travel more. You're not saying, I want to travel, which can sound more direct. With wood, it feels more like a dream, a soft wish.
Yes. And don't forget, would also helps us talk about the past. Like, he said he would call me. This is looking back at something that was expected but didn't happen the way you thought it would.
Ah, the past with wood is so powerful. It's like when you had certain expectations, but those expectations didn't turn out the way you imagined. I thought it would be easier, for example. That's a classic one, right?
things didn't go as smoothly as you thought.
Yes, I've said that one before. It's like wood gives us a way to express those moments when we were sure something was going to happen, but then reality hit us differently. It's such a natural way to explain what we thought would happen versus what really happened.
Exactly. It's about looking back at how we imagined things, not just stating facts. And speaking of looking back, wood is fantastic for storytelling, especially when we're remembering actions or habits in the past. Like, when I was a kid, I would play outside every day.
Ooh, yes, that's such a great example. It's not just about the action itself, it's about the memory of it, the feeling behind it. You're sharing a part of your life in a way that feels more alive and nostalgic.
Totally. Wood helps us bring memories to life. It's not just dry facts. It's about sharing feelings and experiences. And the great thing is, you can use it for all sorts of stories, like family stories, childhood memories, or even stories about habits.
Exactly. And it's not just for habits either. It's great for showing how you used to do things regularly. For example, my parents would always take me to the beach every summer. It's like you're telling a story from the past, but you're also sharing the rhythm of those repeated actions.
Ah, that's beautiful. It's like you're inviting the listener into your memory. It makes the story feel real, emotional, and full of life. And honestly, that's one of the reasons wood is so magical. It's like storytelling English.
Exactly. It's like you're giving people a glimpse into your past, into what life felt like back then. And the best part is, it doesn't matter if the story is big or small. You can use wood for anything: sports, school, family, or even little moments that make up your daily routine.
Yes, like my friends and I would laugh for hours after school. That's such a simple memory, but it's so full of feeling. You can almost hear the laughter when you say it.
That's the magic of wood. It's not just about grammar, it's about emotion, memory, and storytelling. And the best part? You don't have to overthink it. Once you get the feel for wood, it just flows naturally in conversation.
Exactly. So now let's talk about something really fun: how wood can help us express opinions without sounding too strong or bossy. Sometimes we want to share our thoughts, but we don't want to sound like we're telling someone what to do. That's where wood comes in.
Oh, I love this part. Let's say someone asks your opinion about a new restaurant in town. Instead of saying, I think it's a good idea, you could say, I would think it's a good idea.
Oh, that's nice. It sounds softer, right? Like you're not pushing your opinion too hard. You're just sharing it in a way that's respectful and thoughtful. It's almost like you're saying, this is what I think, but it's okay if you think differently.
Exactly. It's about being polite and giving space for other people's opinions. You can also use would to soften other types of opinions. For example, I would say it's too expensive. It's a gentle way to express your thoughts.
Yes, exactly. You're not judging anyone. You're just giving your opinion in a calm, respectful way. And it's perfect for conversations where you want to be polite but still share what you think.
And don't forget about using would in questions, like, would you like to go to the movies tonight? It's such a friendly way to invite without pressure. It makes everything feel easy and natural.
So, to sum it up, would is the magic word for making your English sound more polite, natural, and friendly. It helps you make requests, offer help, talk about dreams, share memories, and even soften your opinions.
Exactly. So remember, when you want to sound polite, respectful, and considerate, would is your go-to word. Start practicing it today, and soon it'll feel like second nature. All right, let's take a closer look at some of the key words we've been using today, starting with would. Now, this little word plays a big role in making your English sound not just polite, but soft, and sometimes even a little imaginative. It's often used when we're uncertain about something or when we want to suggest an idea gently.
Yeah, wood is like the secret weapon for sounding nice and respectful. So, for example, in our conversation earlier, we said, would you help me with that? Instead of saying, can you help me, which can sound a bit direct, using would softens it. It's like offering your help without pushing, right?
Exactly. By using would, you're leaving space for the other person to say yes or no. It's not a demand, it's a request wrapped in politeness. So another example could be, I would love to travel to Japan someday. That's not happening now, but it's a wish or a dream, something you're imagining.
Right, but here's the catch. Would is for possibilities, not for things you're certain about. So if you know for sure you're going to the store tomorrow, you shouldn't say, I would go to the store tomorrow. That sounds uncertain. Instead, just say, I will go to the store tomorrow.
Exactly. So remember, would is about imagining what could happen or expressing things you wish could happen, not about making firm plans.
Moving on, let's talk about polite, another important word. Being polite is all about being respectful and considerate with your words and actions. It's how we show kindness to others in a way that makes them feel comfortable.
Exactly. In our example, we said, would you mind opening the window? Instead of just demanding, open the window, we made it more polite by using would. It's like we're asking for a favor, not demanding something.
It really changes the tone, doesn't it? It makes the whole situation feel more relaxed. And that's what politeness does. It helps others feel at ease. Here's a new example. She was very polite when she asked for help. It's not rude, it's kind, and it's respectful.
And, a common mistake here is when people forget to be polite. For example, instead of saying, give me that, you should say, could you please give me that? It's that little change in wording that makes a big difference in how your message is received.
Exactly. Being polite makes communication smoother and helps build positive relationships. Now, let's move on to rather, which we use to express preference. It's a great way to show what you'd prefer, especially when given choices.
Yes, exactly. Like when we said, I would rather stay home tonight. Instead of saying, I want to stay home, rather sounds softer, more polite, and a little less demanding. You're expressing your choice, but in a friendly way.
Totally. You could also say, I would rather have pizza than burgers. You're giving a preference, but it's not too strong. It's just an opinion.
Right, but here's a tip. Don't forget to use the contracted form when using rather. It should be I'd rather, not I rather. The contraction makes it sound more natural and fluid.
Good point. Now, let's talk about imagination. This is such a fun word. Imagination is all about creating ideas, pictures, or scenarios in your mind that aren't real but are possible in some way.
Exactly. Like, if I had more time, I would travel more. That's a dream, right? It's not happening now, but it's something you wish for, and would helps you express that dream.
Yes, imagination is the playground for wood. Another example could be, in my imagination, I'm living in a castle. Now, that's definitely not happening in real life, but it's a fun way to express your thoughts.
Oh, I love that. But here's a common mistake, confusing imagination with reality. For instance, if you say, I will do this, but you're just imagining it, that's a mistake. Imagination is about possibilities, so always remember that would fits when you're thinking about things that could happen, not things that will happen right now.
Definitely. Now, moving on to preference. This is another word that's super useful when you're choosing one thing over another. When you say, I would rather stay home tonight, you're expressing a preference. You're choosing one option over another.
Yes, and a new example could be, my preference is to read at night. That shows what you enjoy or what you would prefer to do. It's a nice, gentle way of stating your choice.
A common mistake is using would rather when it's not really a choice. For example, I would rather go to work when you don't have a choice isn't quite right. If you don't have a choice, you should just say, I have to go to work or I will go to work.
Exactly. Would rather is all about showing preference when you do have a choice. Now let's talk about warm. This word doesn't just mean the temperature of something hot, it can also describe someone who is friendly, kind, and welcoming.
Oh, I love this one. We used it when we said, would you like some coffee? Instead of just saying, do you want coffee? Using would makes it sound more welcoming, more inviting. It feels like you're offering something with warmth, like you're being extra kind.
Yes, exactly. And here's a new example. Her smile was warm and inviting. That smile feels friendly, like it's making you feel at ease. It's not just a physical thing, it's about emotions too.
And a common mistake with warm is using it only for temperature. For example, saying the water is warm is correct when talking about heat, but if you're describing someone's personality, you would say she has a warm personality, not she is warm. It's about feelings, not just heat.
Exactly. Now, finally, let's talk about memory. Memory is about something from the past that you remember. In our conversation, we said, when I was a kid, I would play outside every day. That's a memory of something you did regularly.
Right, and another example could be, my memory of that trip makes me smile. You're remembering something special from the past. It's not about the present, it's about the past, something you've experienced and are recalling fondly.
A common mistake with memory is using it for something that's happening right now. For instance, saying, I have a memory of going to the park today, isn't correct. Memory is for something that's already happened. If it's happening now, it's just an experience or event, not a memory.
Exactly. So by understanding and using these words correctly, you can really improve your speaking. Each of these words adds a specific feeling to your English and helps you express yourself more naturally. Whether you're using would to soften a request or memory to recall a cherished moment, each word shapes how you communicate.
That's right. So keep practicing these words, and before you know it, they'll feel natural in your conversations. And remember, language isn't just about grammar. It's about connecting with others and making your speech sound warm, polite, and friendly.
Absolutely. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll get with using these words in real conversations. So keep it up.
So, today we learned how to use would in different situations. First, we saw how would can make your requests and offers more polite. Like, would you mind opening the window?
Exactly. Would is also great for talking about preferences, like I would rather stay home tonight. And when you're sharing a wish or dream, like I would love to travel more.
We also talked about how would helps us express imaginary situations, like, if I had more money, I would buy a house. And don't forget, it's useful for talking about past memories, like, when I was a kid, I would play outside every day.
Right, and the key takeaway is that would makes your English sound more polite, friendly, and natural. It's not about rules, it's about feeling comfortable using it.
So here's your question for today. If you could change one thing about your daily routine, what would it be? For example, I would love to have more time for reading in the morning.
Nice. I think I would like to spend more time exercising. What about you? Write your answer in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, share your answers with us and let's talk about it together.
Thanks for listening, everyone. We hope you enjoyed this lesson and found it helpful.
Remember, practice makes perfect, so keep using would in your conversations. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how we learn.
If you liked this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Speaking English Daily Dose. We've got new lessons every week.
Keep practicing, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Keep speaking, and remember, English is easier than you think.